They care about you deeply, yet they stay silent. And that silence hurts in a way that doesn't shout. It doesn't beg for answers. It doesn't ask for explanations. It just sits quietly inside your chest and keeps asking one soft, painful question. If there is love, why is there distance? This message is for the nights when your mind replays conversations that never really ended. For the moments when you feel them even though they're not there. When your heart feels connection, but your reality feels empty. Let's slowly open the truth together. Hey everyone. Welcome to Rise and Inspire. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and choose all, because one message can change how you see everything. First, this is not a lack of love. It's too much feeling. What they feel for you isn't light or casual. It's not something they can control or turn off. You didn't just enter their life. You shook something inside them that had been asleep for a long time. You made them feel hope, longing, softness, vulnerability, and for someone who learned to survive by staying guarded, that kind of love feels unsafe. So instead of moving closer, they move away, not because the feeling is weak, but because it's powerful. Second, they're scared of who they become around you. Their walls fall, their masks slip, their control disappears. You see parts of them they've been hiding even when you say nothing. And that frightens someone who learned to hide pain, avoid emotional risk, and stay in control at all costs. Loving you would mean being real. Ignoring you lets them go back to the version of themselves that feels protected. Third, you represent change. You didn't only bring love, you brought possibility. And possibility means growth, healing old wounds, facing the past, letting go of habits that once felt safe. Not everyone is ready to evolve even when love invites them to. Sometimes people don't reject love, they reject the person they would have to become to keep it. Fourth, they're carrying pain you didn't create. They've been hurt before, deeply. And those wounds taught them one lesson: when you feel too much, you lose. So when their feelings for you grew, their heart went into protection mode. Ignoring you became their way of saying, I'm not ready to risk this. Silence here is not coldness. It's fear wearing the mask of control. Fifth, they feel you deserve more than they can give. This truth hurts. Some people walk away from what they love because they feel unworthy of it. They see your depth, your honesty, your ability to love fully. And instead of rising to meet you, they shrink. They leave quietly, not because they don't want you, but because they don't believe they are enough. Sixth, the silence is how they learn to cope. Not everyone was taught how to talk about pain. Some were taught to disappear. When emotions rise, they shut down. When love feels intense, they go quiet. It's not healthy, but it's familiar to them. Distance is the only language they know. Seventh, they think about you more than you know. Silence doesn't mean you don't cross their mind. Songs remind them of you. Certain hours of the day, small moments that catch them off guard. They replay what they should have said, what they almost said, what they stopped themselves from doing. Not because they don't care, but because they're scared of opening a door they don't know how to walk through. Eighth, why this feels unfinished? Because it is. Words were never spoken, feelings were never released. Energy was left hanging. And finished connections are the hardest to let go of. But unfinished doesn't mean forever. It means the lesson is still settling into your heart. Ninth, what this is teaching you: love should feel safe, not confusing. Consistency matters more than intensity. Emotional availability is not a bonus, it's a requirement. You're learning the difference between someone who feels deeply and someone who can show up deeply. Those are not the same. 10th, why you still feel them: because something real was shared. Energy doesn't disappear just because communication ends, but connection doesn't mean obligation. You can honor the bond without sacrificing your peace. 11th, if they come back, if they return, it won't be because they missed you. It will be because they faced themselves. They'll come with honesty, clarity, and emotional courage, or they won't come at all. And either way, you'll finally have your answer. 12th, if they don't, you don't lose love. You gain alignment. You make space for someone who chooses you openly, who communicates, who doesn't leave you questioning your worth. One day you'll realize this silence taught you how deeply you deserve to be loved. 13th, the hardest truth: love isn't proven by feelings. It's proven by presence. Someone can love you deeply and still be unable to love you well. That truth hurts, but it also sets you free. 14th, a message for your heart. You are not asking for too much. You are just asking the wrong person. You are not hard to love. You are simply loving someone who is still afraid of their own heart. Final words. They may love you, but love without courage becomes silence. Love without healing becomes distance. Love without action becomes pain. You are meant for a love that feels steady, warm, chosen every single day. Not hidden, not confusing, not silent. If this message touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for being here.